Well, morning everyone. We're coming into spring here. It's getting really busy. Haven't done a whole lot of videos just because there hasn't been a whole lot of interesting stuff going on because it's so cold out. We've had lots of rain. Just haven't been able to get in the fields. But our neighbor, you can see here, is rolling this morning planting corn. So that's great. We are just trying to get the finishing touches put on the momentum behind us here. The fertilizer openers, I'll go back down to the bottom here so you can see, they are just a little bit of adjustment. So we've got to move them over on the rail to get them to a 3x2 is what we're aiming for that. But other than that, everything is pretty much ready to go. We're hoping to start doing some demos here towards the end of this week. Today's Thursday, and either Friday or first of the week next week we'll get going on this, trying to focus on some key guys that are really interested in it. But right now this morning I'm headed out to a customer just outside of Strathroy. They have a 3115 that they're going to try and put some soybeans in here with this morning. The liquid system on it, it's a twin system. We had a tank on the front for pop-up and a main tank on the planter for 28. And we're not going to be using it today just because of the beans, but we want to get out there and make sure everything's working properly for them. And we'll get some footage of him running in the field. So I'm just gonna hop in the truck. It's about a 30-minute drive to get out there, and I'll bring you guys back out when we get there. Okay, talk to you soon. Okay, so we just got to the customer's place here and did a couple little checks, filled it with seed. Now we're gonna head out to, he's got a back field here that we're gonna go test in where you can't see anything. It just makes it nice to be able to relax and chill and not have people staring at you on the roads and stuff like that to get things checked. So there shouldn't be a whole lot to do. We've got everything set up the way we need to in the 2020. We'll do a seed prime, check our vacuum, check our blower speed for the seed delivery, and then we'll drop it in the ground and just count and make sure everything's looking good that way, check depths, and hopefully they can be on their way here planting pretty quick, and we'll get some video of them actually running here. But 939 Gen 7, and it's black with tanks and everything. It's awesome, absolutely awesome. So looking forward to that, seeing this thing run here today. So I'm just headed back this gravel road to the middle of nowhere, over railroad tracks and across the driveway and back over the railroad tracks. So I'll take you with me and show you where we're going here now. All right, so he said here, make the bend, go over the railroad tracks. Make sure to check both ways. Japers. Then hang right. And go down here. At least everything's dry. I'm shocked at some of these roads with the amount of rain we've had in the last little bit here. It is drier than I expected it to be. And the customer that we're doing this with today, he said the same thing. He said there's been more dust flying yesterday when they were cultivating than it was all of last year put together. All right, so I can see him coming through into this corner of the field. This is going to be just down here a little bit further. And then I think you go up and over the tracks again, and that's where we're going. field. Oh, there it is right there. I think is the spot to get over. Japers, look at that. Check again. Jeez. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. All right, that's it. We'll go over, and they're over here getting ready to go. So we'll go over and see them. So we worked with this machine most of the morning. Just little small stuff, typical first day out. The closing wheels were not gapped far enough, so we ended up spreading them out a little bit. This unit is set up for corn and soybeans, so there was conceal, which allows you to put a band of liquid fertilizer down the one side of the row. And with no-till, that doesn't work, so we ended up having to take those off. But other than that, we just did a headland and everything seems to be going good. Sorry. Peter! Sorry about that. We just had tree branch that was in the way, so we had to stop for a second. It's a little weird with these markers. I'm not used to this. You had to stand a little further away than what we normally have to, but this thing's working awesome. We got the row cleaners at about -20 air pressure. We're aiming for about 2 inches deep. Right there. So good depth. See, it's looking pretty awesome there. So what we ended up doing today, just a sort of a list of it, of what we had to get started with. So we got here, this is a 3115, so we ended up taking all the stoppers out of the 15-inch rows because it had been set up for corn. We switched the meters to be able to go from a 27-hole corn disc to a 56-hole soybean disc. The little ejector rollers had to go in there too, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a picture. Once we had that done, we made sure that the unit was going to run. So we put some seed into it. We checked that all the individual rows were getting seed and everything like that. So that was the first part. Then we dropped it in the ground here at the field, just without any fertilizer going, or any seed going to the rows. And we wanted to check everything. And that's where we found that the conceal knife, and I'll show you again in a picture here what that looks like, it was dragging through the corn stalks. So we ended up going back to the shop, which is from where I'm standing to right there. So we're not very far away. He picked a nice close field to the farm, and we could drive back. So we pulled those conceal knives off, and it's just a bolt, a pin, and took a piece of hose off. So they're sitting in a box that we can use if he flips it back over to corn. I'm not sure that he's going to. It's probably going to stay soybeans for the most part unless it goes really wet, but he'll have to see with that. When we also did that, the guys that put the closing wheels on, the spiked closing wheels, they had put one of the bushings on the outside. So we ended up taking them all off and putting them back so that we had a little bit more space between the closing wheels, because I think what we were having is the little spikes were rolling through the ground, and as they rolled through the ground, they were actually popping the seeds out. So that mechanical stuff, we got that out of the way. Then we came back to the field. Everything looked good when we tested in the field. So we started planting with it just on some lines and then some crosses for the starts and stops for the automatic part of the section control. So that took 2 passes, 1 to measure it, 1 to double check. So we're basically sitting 7.5, 8 inches from the last seed to the row, starting and stopping. So there's enough gap in there, the same as what you would have from row to row. After we did that, we started doing these headlands like you've seen in the videos that I've just been showing, and we were just checking for depth, making sure the clean sweep trash whips on the front were doing the job that they needed to do. And we've done 2 headland passes now. This is about an 80-acre field, 88-acre field, I think is what they said. We got 2 headlands, and everything looks really good. So service tech, Brad, he's here. He's going to stay with them. One of the things that it's not doing is it's painting on the 2020, but it's not painting down on the Fendt monitor, and we're missing one button, and neither one of us can remember which one we need to push. So he's hanging around to do that. I'm going to scoot out, head back to the shop. I've got some deals that I'm trying to get pushed through here before the end of the month, so I'm going to work on that this afternoon. And the 24-row demo planter that I showed earlier, they finished doing the modifications that I asked to be done to it, and I've got to check it to make sure that it's ready to go. And I'm hoping Monday, a couple of my guys would like to maybe start, so we'll be able to take that demo planter out, and that's going to be the beginning of demo season. So we got 36 people on the list right now. I'm guessing this is going to be a 15-day window. That's just the way this year is going so far. And if that's the case, if we could get 8 to 15 demos done, I'm going to be extremely happy with that. We could always flip it over to soybeans and do some soybeans later with it too. But that's our goal right now with this planter. And then I've also got the sprayer that's sitting ready to go too. And if some people want to run it for some high volume 28 or something like that, we can do that as well. So that's the goal for today. That's the plan for the next few weeks. We'll see what happens. All right. So appreciate everybody watching this video. I hope you found it interesting getting this 3115 momentum started today. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.